Hey, it's Kay Miller, Steve Miller's other half, part of the UNCOPYABLE team of the Adventure LLC. Steve mentioned in one of his recent videos that we love to use send out cards. And we've used send out cards for a lot of years. I think it's probably about 12 years that we've used this system to send greeting cards. And they have made a huge difference in our business. They've been a big hit, and some of you have asked to learn a little more about the system. So I'm going to give you a quick run through on the first part of send out cards, which is making a card. But before I go any further, you may notice these roses behind me. There's a lot of roses, and I have to give my hubby a shout out because every year, he gives me roses, the number of roses to represent the number of Valentine's Days that we've been together. So the very first Valentine's Day we were together, he gave me a single rose. And he said, I'm going to give you one rose for every year we've been together for the rest of our lives. And so we're up to 33. And it's getting very expensive, I'm sure, but it's really sweet. And, he calls me a smoking hot wife, and I'm sure that's partly due to his eyesight failure. But hey, you know what? It's an accomplishment to be together that long. So I love the guy, and I love these roses. So enough of that. Don't want to make you gag. Anyway, go to sendoutcards.com in your browser. And you can do what I'm going to do right here, okay? So as you can see, it says send a card. You don't have to log in. You don't have to sign in. This is just what comes up at sendoutcards.com. Click send a card, okay? And I'll probably be kicking myself off the screen here shortly. So anyway, here's what you see when you say send a card. And the first thing you're going to do is you are going to say that you want to build your own card. That's always the coolest. So click this button, build your own card. It's going to give you the orientation of whether you want a horizontal or vertical, and I'm going to pick horizontal. And it's giving you the cost of the card, and this is what it costs if you don't sign up for any of their programs, their frequent buyer things. So we'll just start here, and then in another video I'm going to go through some of the options. Okay, so we're going to click customize, and you've got a whole bunch of different options, but we are going to just go with all the standard options, and we're going to click next. Okay, so it's creating my perfect card. So the next thing we're going to want to do is put a photo on the card. And as you'll see, you can always use their stock images, but you know what? That is not what you're going to want to do. 99.9% of the time, you'll want to use your own image. So you click on that camera, and then since we don't have an account, I'm not using my account, you will upload a photo. Now, it's of course going to take you to your computer, and then you're going to find a photo. Now, I'm using a photo that I got from Facebook. So that's one of the many great things about send out cards. You can go to one of your clients or friends or prospects or anybody and download a photo from Facebook. So I downloaded this one that says Mary and John, and this is Mary Chisholm, who's become a good friend, and she's also a client, and she has a company with her husband John called Micro Ridge. And I'm going to use their picture. This is from their celebration of their 36th wedding anniversary. Speaking of couples who are amazing and have been together for a long time. So we'll just open that up. It's going to put that in your photo library and also on the front of the card. We'll just stick to the basics, but you can, zoom in or zoom out. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit because sometimes a little bit of the edge cuts off. Nah, you know what? No, that looks bad. I'm going to do that. If it gets cut off a tiny bit, it's okay. So we're going to go to next. Now you can design the inside of your card. So on the top, I'm going to choose this background icon. And as you can see, one of the options is to put a color. And I'm going to pick orange. You could also put a message in the inside of the card. I think you can also do pictures in the inside. Send Out Cards has recently changed their system a lot, so I'm just going to keep it very simple. Okay, so the bottom part, we are going to write a message. And before I do, I'm going to pick probably one of my favorite fonts, which is Envelope Hand. So I'm just going to say, Dear Mary, what am I going to say? You and John totally rock. Happy 36th anniversary. Okay, that's my message. You can do things like justify it to the left. I guess you have to select it first. Like I say, I'm not going to go into all the things that you can do because we're just staying simple. Remember that, Kay? So we're going to say, so we've got the front, which looks like that. We've got the inside, which looks like that. And then this is the back of the card. But I already tried to click on those links and it doesn't work. So we're going to say save and send. Now I have to get the address. Okay, so this is the return address, Kay and Steve Miller, blah, blah, blah. Save address, okay? So now we are going to add a recipient. Now you have to add this into the system before you can add it to your card. So I'm just gonna say, let's see, Mary Chisholm, and it's P.O. Box. Oh, I'm surprised hers isn't in there. 3249, and it's Sun River, one of our favorite places in the world. She's so lucky to live there. 97707. And you can also, of course, save other information if you want, but we are not going to. And we're going to save that contact, and now we can select. She's already selected. We are going to click Done. So let's see what happens. Okay, now it says ready to send. I am ready to send. So we've got that. Okay, it's asking me if I want to log in, which I don't, but that's actually our username and everything. So I'm going to click send and see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay, I'm going to pause this video for a second. Hey, I'm back. It looks like you do have to set up an account, just a free account to send your card. So I put in some dummy information, and let's see if it will let me do that. So you do need to put in your address, an email, and a username and password. Okay, so I did that, and I'm going to say join, and I'm not going to remember that login for now. So it's giving me a credit card that I need to put in. So I'm going to do that off screen because I don't trust you. You'll probably end up at Nordstrom or whatever, having a shopping spree on me. So, but as you can see, it's $3.30. That is the card, the printing, the envelope, and the stamp. Okay, so $3.30 is the most that you can pay for a send out card. And if you've been to the store lately and bought a card, that's a screaming deal. And of course, if you do go through their system, you get it for less. So we're just going to do that right now. I'm going to put my card number in, and then I will be right back. All right, I entered my credit card number and information, and I had to add it to this little account, but that's super simple to do. Just took me 30 seconds, and now I can click send. Processing. You just made the world a better place. Good for me. So that card is on its way, and I don't have to do anything else. And I know Mary and John will love it because it's an awesome picture, and she's just great. She's really one of those sparkling people that you're lucky to attract into your life. And so that is it. I will be back. Oh, you know what? I clicked yes, sent, and it came up with this, which is something I'll talk about next time. But as you can see, we do here are some of the options for signing up. And we do the enhanced for $17 a month, and you get some, a little bit less expensive card, and it's a great system. And so I hope you will go in and make a card and spend a few dollars trying it, and then we'll talk on another video about whether you want to actually sign up and use it on an ongoing basis like we have. So I am going to just show you a couple of the things that we've done before I go. One of the most popular thing and the most impactful, I would say, is that you get pictures of clients or prospects, especially if we can take a picture with us and then we make cards out of that. Unfortunately, we send those cards and we don't usually send a copy to ourselves, so I should do that, huh? But we've also designed some really fun cards. So this one, hopefully you can see, is Mona Lisa, and I got an image, a stock image, which was copyright free or whatever that is. I can't remember what it's called. But I sent that to Fiverr, to a graphic designer in Fiverr, and had him put that picture of the book, like she's holding the book, and I didn't even expect him to like tip her head and everything, but it looks so good. And so we sent this one. That's on the inside because you can put an image on the inside too. Here's every year we do a Thanksgiving card. Steve used to do them, and I'm telling you, he did a fantastic job. I'll show you one of the ones he did. He actually got really into the designing. This is 2013's card. Super great. He's had a lot of really fun ones. This is the one that we did this past year with a picture of us. And then again, I sent it to a graphic designer in Fiverr, and it was very inexpensive to have them add the turkeys in there. And on the inside, I just put a few pictures of us. So there are lots of things you can do. Check it out. And I hope that this video has helped you to, guess what? Be uncopyable.